लिखूंगा। Buenas, buenas. Se escucha, probando, jeje. Pues buena. Buenos muchachos, buenos días. Y momento cambio de escena. Casi le doy play a algo que no era. Epa, pues buena. Muchacho, no muchacho, jóvenes, viejos, gente de edad media, gente de edad alta, gente de edad baja, gente de edad indeterminada y boomerangs. ¿Qué tal su día? ¿Qué tal su tarde? ¿Qué tal su noche? ¿Qué tal su medianoche? Pues yo aquí estoy con un pan y hoy tenemos nada más, nada menos que el cosito este de Minecraft, ¿cómo se llama? La Minecon. Así que ustedes díganme, ustedes opinen. Ya eligieron el bot por el mob por el cual van a votar. Supongo que sí, en teoría. Hola, chucha. Ahí me pica todo. ¡Ah! Se pegó el pan. Se derritió demasiado el queso y se le pegó. No está mal. Nos faltan cosas, pero de momento no está mal. Qué rico. Ah, qué rico está el pan, muchachos. Solo espero no botar ninguna migaja sobre mi computadora. Ahora que me pongo a pensar, raramente uso Twitter en computadora, más que todo lo uso en ahí normal, en teléfono. Y usarlo en compu se me hace de lo más raro. ¿Cómo describirlo? Simplemente es raro. Bueno, terminé mi pan, estaba rico. Aunque siento que hubiera sido mejor hacerlo al horno, pero entonces, veamos, no he comentado nada. Hola Concha, ¿por qué estoy solito? Oh well. Mandé solo una mano ahí para decir que alguien comentó. Para pa. Podría jugar algo, pero che hueva. O sea, que tengo la chance, pero es che hueva. Así que voy a hacer lo mismo que hice y revisar Twitter. Vamos a ver qué hay. Pues de momento aquí en tendencias tenemos, revisando aquí Twitter, en tendencias tenemos el Minecraft Live, obviamente, Xbox, y en tercer lugar está Raúl. ¿Por qué? Ay sí, ¿por qué? ¿Por qué Raúl es tendencia? ¿Qué tiene que ver Raúl? Ah, es de fútbol, con razón. Y un abogado llamado Raúl también. Interesante cuanto menos. Raúl Reyes. Ok. Y Chile a sus cosas. Bueno, veamos Animal Crossing. Ok. Matías, uno de los nuevos personajes que conoceremos en Animal Crossing. Happy Home Paradise. Interesante. Interesante. Interesante, contameros. Cuanto menos va, cuanto menos. Mm. Ya veo. Gente hablando de cómo el Animal Crossing está bonito y todo eso. Ojo. Un cosito de estos, ¿cómo se llama? Un centro deportivo. Es tendencia aquí en mi país. Y no es por las razones agradables. O sea, no es tipo de que, es de que estamos entrenando a alguien especial o algo por el estilo, no. Es porque, jaja, se pusieron a tener eso en los baños de ese lugar. Porque lo hacen tendencia ni pinche idea. Pero bueno, veamos The Batman. ¿Por qué tan elegante Homero? Ya veo, hoy sale el trailer de una película de Batman. Interesante. Interesante cuanto menos. Ay. Me pregunto si habrá alguien comentando. No, solo yo. Otra vez. Y así hasta el infinito y más allá, me imagino, ¿no? No me sorprende realmente. Porque tampoco es como si el algoritmo de YouTube viniera y me recomendara medio mundo, ¿no? Apenas si me recomendó Meta hace que unos 6 días, 7 días. Y si ven que me quedo callado así muy seguidos porque estoy tomando café. No porque no sepa qué decir, sino porque estoy tomando café. O estoy leyendo ahí las tendencias de Twitter. Solo para ver qué pedo. Acaban de publicar de nuevo el trailer de La Cabra y el Ajolote. Los de Minecraft. Y puedo decir, jaja, qué bonito el ajolote. De verdad de estar enfermo. Ahorita estoy viendo una captura de esos que son fuera de contexto y todo eso y dice, ¿qué tal? Bla 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 bla. ¿Qué metas tienes? Bla bla bla. ¿Qué es escribir? Amistad. Compra algo que vendas. Bla bla bla. Comienzo a ahorrar. Muchos problemas. Bla 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 bla. Minecraft. Hacer sin pajas, dice Minecraft. Con Yu-Gi-Oh. Y es que. Ah, ok. Anda, por favor, a mí. Por la chucha, ¿cómo se hace de emojis en PC? No, en serio, por la chucha, ¿cómo se hace? Ahí está, ya lo encontré. De acá, para acá. Send the context. Ahí, bien bonito. Que ahora que me lo pongo a pensar, también hablo inglés. Podría ser uno en inglés, tal vez. No sé. Permítame un momento. Epa, ya regresé. Solo que aquí estoy viendo que el café no se me vaya a derramar. Permítanme un momentito, por favor. Epa, he vuelto de entre los muertos, no muertos. Solo que hay el café. Ah, chucha, ya está el Minecraft Live. Por la recocha del reloj. El Minecraft Live me lo voy a perder. Uy, no. Ese era yo. Permítame, me agarro una esquina y me hago un poquito más chiquito. Ahí está, perfecto. Vamos a reaccionar aprovechando el Minecraft Live que está acá. Solo permítame, tengo que buscarlo en internet primero que todo. Ahí está. A ver. Aquí está. ¿Lo encontré? Perfecto. Ahora suben del navegador, aceptar. Aceptar.
Viewers, all about this year's moms.
Grandecito.
I'm actually very busy. I lost Tiny Agnes again. I had retraced my steps, and now I have to go all the way back down there.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
But don't worry, don't worry. I know someone who can fill in for me.
Great, thanks. Oh, okay. Bye, Tiny Jens. Jens, you're here.
Hi, Boo.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I guess Tiny Jens sent you while he looks for Tiny Agnes once again.
Exactly. It's a tough job.
It really is.
Yes.
Well, since you're here, can you please tell everyone all about this year's mobs?
Absolutely. So, as you already mentioned, the team came up with 3 lovely creatures that we believe that players will enjoy interacting with, and they are the Glare, the Allay, and the Copper Golem.
Those all sound really cool.
Absolutely. And to begin with, we have the Glare, which is it's a creature that flies around and doesn't really like dark areas because it knows that in dark areas there might be monsters spawning.
Yes.
So naturally it goes to those areas and gets really grumpy about it, and that is to bring that player's attention so that the problem can be fixed.
Okay.
And we are thinking about ideas that in certain circumstances the Glare may even help you light up these areas to solve your monster spawning problems.
The Glare sounds amazing. I'm ready to vote Glare now.
Yes, but then we have the LA, which is also a flying, lovely creature that loves music and
who doesn't?
Nice sounds. And if you give it an item, it will start looking for similar items lying around and bring them to you.
Okay.
And if you also play on a note block, it will drop the items on that location instead.
That's useful.
Yes, and we imagine that players can maybe use this to make the LA help you with, I don't know, sorting items or clearing up areas. I think there are many possibilities.
Okay, so vote LA. I get it.
Yes, but then we have the copper golem. And as the name implies, it's a golem made out of copper, so it's an excellent use for copper. And it will also interact with you, and since it's made out of copper, it will over time oxidize and maybe turn into a statue. But don't worry, you can de-oxidize it using an axe, or it actually carries around a lightning rod on its head, so a lightning strike can also de-oxidize it. Wow! In addition, it loves pressing buttons a little bit randomly, specifically copper buttons.
But it randomly presses.
Yes, so that can also be used in some interesting contraptions, we believe.
That's amazing. So Copper Golem, Allay, Glare, all sound good. How do people choose? I think it's going to be quite difficult. But you've given them a lot to think about. So I think people will figure out what they like the most.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Jens, for coming by. I have now a creator question for you.
Ojo.
Hola, soy el 997 de México y tengo unas preguntas para ustedes. Primera pregunta, ¿cómo deciden qué mob poner a votación cada año? Segunda pregunta, ¿cómo se le ocurre al equipo cada nuevo mob? Última pregunta, ¿se basan en los comentarios de la comunidad de fans o es inspiración del equipo?
Okay, those three questions I think everyone wants to know the answer of.
Yeah, well, ideas and inspiration can come from many places. Sometimes it just spontaneously appears when you're walking around in the park, or often like you play other games, watching movies, or playing Minecraft. And the community is also a great help. They have so many ideas and they do so many fun things. So we have a lot of ideas to work with, and we need to figure out like which ones do we want to do next. And a good way of doing that is actually playing in the game and see which areas that can be improved. I lost my train of thought.
There's so many different ways that these ideas come, and that's really exciting to hear. Yeah. So when the community votes on a mob today, that mob is going to move forward towards being in Minecraft. Like, how finished already is that mob, or is there a lot of work to do?
Well, of course we have the big concept that we wanted to do, but once we have the mob in the game and see how it interacts with the areas and other mobs and items, that's when you kind of find the last magic little details to make it really great.
I like hearing about the last magic details. Yes. Well, thanks, Jens. You've given everyone a lot to think about. All right, now you know what your options are. And if you already knew, you know a little more about them. Soon, I'll let you know when the first voting round goes live. For now, let's take a look at something pretty fantastic coming to Minecraft that you don't even have to vote on. Earlier this week, Lydia spoke with Fanny and Quinn from our awesome creator team over in Redmond to get a first look at some interesting things they've been working on.
Each year, we show you some of the cool new things made by our creators for Minecraft Marketplace. This year, we're going to do that and show you how to start creating Minecraft things yourself. I finally made my first mob. It's very weird. Fanny and Quinn are here to tell us all about how we can all become creators. Hi, Fanny and Quinn.
Hello, Lydia.
Hey, Lydia.
It's so great to be here. Like, just so exciting to talk about our creators, and what a better place to do it than surrounded by the art.
I know. I walked onto the set and I was like, oh my God, those are Jollycraft skins. Those are Cupcake Brianna. That's Cost Studios. It was so cool just seeing all of their skins and worlds and concepts all on the wall.
They are really amazing. I mean, the creativity from our creators, those names, that makes sense now. It's just mind-blowing. Before we get too far in, though, we should probably explain to everyone what is a creator.
Yeah, of course. So a creator is really anybody who makes anything in Minecraft, whether you're doing skins, textures, worlds, terraforming, UI, and even for me, like people that are making mods and add-ons and that kind of more developer type, those are creators too.
Definitely. For me, the way that I always like to think about it is that a creator is anyone that makes something in Minecraft and then shares it with someone else. And that can be like little Mac sharing it with their friends at school, or that could be a team of creators that sell something in the marketplace. And then everything in between, right? And our mission really is to empower all of them to make whatever their imagination is telling them to do. We want to really give you all the means, documentation, tools to be able to do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, it's just such a cool thing to be able to work on, that everybody can be a creator.
That is so cool. And Fanny, you mentioned tools. I think it's so interesting. Your team is actually building things that creators use to build things on top of. Like, what is your favorite tool that you've made?
Oh God, that is such a hard question. We have so many, but I'm going to be a little bit selfish for a second and just pick one that I worked on recently. Like, as a manager, I rarely get the chance to actually write code, which I love doing. And this time we had a game jam, and I actually picked a creator community request, which is like implement a damage command that will help you like do cool effects with other mobs. And I just worked with a designer and we created this together. And I'm so excited to know that the team is actually now taking my code and is going to ship it for real. Very excited about that.
Yeah, that was just so cool that you're able to do something just in a game jam, and then it turns into something real that our creators can use. For me, my favorite is the structure animation. Last year, we shipped a map called Simburbia by Jiggerbob that is basically this world that you can manage your city, create plots for commercial, residential, balance your economy. And every single time you place one of those plots, it animates layer by layer by layer, adding just this immersiveness and polish to the map that just makes it, I don't know, above and beyond.
That's so cool. I mean, so many of our creators are using the innovative tools that you've made to just like expand what they're working on. And we have some awesome examples of that.
Guardar. Ahí estamos, perfecto. Ojo. Mapa de celebración. Mapa de cumpleaños. ¿Saben de quién fue el cumpleaños ayer? O bueno, es el cumpleaños hoy técnicamente. De cierta persona que debería estar viendo esto, pero no está viéndolo, así que supongo que lo verá más tarde.
I love how many examples there were of creators just using those tools in all different ways.
Ahí algún día la
What's that
ponemos
like
ahí.
for you to see, Fanny,
La
when
fiesta.
your team, you've all been working on making those things for our creators?
It's definitely one of my favorite parts of like working with creators. You just give them one tool or two and they will make these crazy, amazing things. Like many times I see their creation, I'm like, how did they even do that? Like I know they're using our tools, but I don't know how they did that. It's so crazy.
It's mind-blowing sometimes just what they're able to do with just the small little things that we give them.
Mm-hmm. That's really, really cool. And we have a creator question for the two of you.
Hey everyone, I'm EY Stream, a Minecraft YouTuber, and I've got a question for you. Are these awesome features just for people who have experience in modding or creating content? And if we wanted to, how do people learn more about these features?
Ojo,
It's such a
acaba de
great
hacer una
question because
pregunta
the answer is no.
bastante
They aren't just for
en el
advanced
punto.
modders or people that have been in the community for a long time. We actually just launched a new website we call Learning Portal. It's on minecraft.net/creator, and on that site it basically links out to all of our resources to how to learn how to become a creator, learn how Minecraft content creation works. It also links out to our brand new documentation site that allows you to just go super deep into learning the components and learning entities.
Ojo.
And then the coolest thing that we added,
Ojo
which is
al
how
ojo.
we made our
Ojo al ojo
mods,
que
is
se lo
we
coja.
use the Minecraft entity wizard, which is created by Yanis, and it's a Blockbench plugin that allows like super easy creation of mobs that you can add to your own Minecraft game.
Ojo, ojo.
Hello everyone,
Que te vas
my
a
name
esa
is
página
Janis.
tal vez
I'm
si
a software
aprendes a hacer
developer
tus
and
propios
Minecraft
mods para el
content creator.
Minecraft.
In 2017 I started to create my own 3D modeling program called Blockbench. The program is all about creating boxy pixely models, which makes it perfect for the Minecraft art style. Today Blockbench supports many Minecraft formats, ranging from Bedrock Edition add-ons to Java Edition resource packs and mods. The program is used by Minecraft creators all around the world to create models, animations and player skins.
Ojo.
Almost all 3D models you see on the Minecraft marketplace were made in Blockbench. And it was even used to design some of the new vanilla mobs, such as the goat and the axolotl. This summer I've collaborated with Mojang to create a new plugin for Blockbench. The plugin makes it super easy to get started with add-on creation, by generating everything you need for a custom entity in just a few clicks. I'm going to demonstrate the process by making a simple grizzly bear. To install the plugin, I'm heading to File, Plugins, Available, search for the Minecraft Entity Wizard, and press install. That brings up this handy shortcut on the start screen. Let's go! I'm going to pick a preset that looks similar to the grizzly, like this polar bear, and I'll use the same for the behavior. Okay, now the add-on is created on your computer. Now let's start customizing our model using Blockbench. For this example, because we already have a bear model, I'm just going to recolor the model. Of course, you could also change the whole model to turn it into something entirely different, like this butterfly that I made, and is based on the vanilla bed. Okay, this looks good. Now I'm going to press save and switch over to Minecraft. I can find our new grizzly bear pack in the behavior pack section and simply enable it. This will automatically enable the resource pack as well. Now let's check out the entity in-game. I just need to grab a spawn egg from the inventory and use it. And here's our grizzly bear. Have fun creating. It's free and works on all platforms.
Interesante.
I already told you all that I made a mob, but actually all three of us made mobs because we wanted to showcase that anyone can be a creator. So, Fanny, tell us about your adorable mob that you made.
Bueno, hay que esperar la votación.
I was so excited to
Yo
know
estoy
that
esperando la
Blockbench was a thing
votación más
because
que
I
todo.
immediately thought I need to add my dogs to Minecraft.
Así
I
puedo
really,
votar por el
really
mob
love
que
them, and I
más
was
me
just so
gusta.
excited. Like Blockbench made it very easy for me to just obsess
Y ahí
over every
me
single
pica un
detail.
poco la
Like every
nariz.
pixel was like, does that look like my dog? And then I also modified the geometry, especially the tails, to look like the exact twist that my dogs have. I really obsessed a lot, and I was very happy, especially when I was able to add my own animation. I'm
Tengo
definitely not
sueño,
an art
tengo ganas de
person, and I just
estornudar.
made it so that it like
Yo
wiggles
no
their
sé.
tail when they're sitting. I was just so
Ganas de
happy.
patear a alguien, tal
They
vez.
turned out so good. I thought it was super cute that you're able to get both of them in there.
Thank you.
So me being kind
No,
of
no voy a
you know,
patear a
born in
nadie,
the
pero
Pacific
sí.
Northwest, outdoorsy. I mean, I'm wearing flannel on the stage.
Tengo
I
algo
wanted to kind of pull
de
something from
hueva,
that
por
nature.
decirlo
So I
así.
made Evelyn Evergreen. She's this kind of cute little evergreen tree
Si
that
me
you maybe
preguntan a
see,
mí, yo siento
walking
que el
around
mob
the
que
deep
debería ganar
forest.
es el
Kind of
golem
fantasy driven.
de cobre,
That I've animated the arms and the legs, just
porque
these
pues
little stick legs that
le da
kind of
más
walk
utilidad
around.
tanto el
Just to
cobre
add something, you know,
como
kind of
jaja
cute and cool to the forests.
Her eyes are
el
really
nuevo golem.
staring right into my
Y
soul. I love
si
it.
te
I would
ayuda.
love to just happen upon Evelyn in the forest. So I went a totally different direction from the two of you. I know, Quinn, you built your mob from scratch. Fanny, you built yours on top of a wolf. I built mine on top of something. I did not animate. I just wanted to do the beginner's course of Blockbench. And so I made something very near and dear to my Florida heart with a twist, which is what I'm calling an alolotl, an axolotl, and an alligator.
Ojo.
It's so kind of like a little dragon.
It does look like a little dragon. It's a pretty good.
¿Qué le hiciste al pobrecito el ajolote?
Yeah, I thought an alligator and axolotl would be super innovative when added together, but it does just look like a dragon. But I'm okay with that because I am a creator now based on your definition, because I made that and I showed it to all of you, which seeing something that you make in a game that you've played, you know, for me for 11 years, it was amazing.
It is so rewarding, really, to be able to just do that. So we encourage you all to try it. Like if someone that like paint is the only skill that I have, like I know everyone can do it. So please go install Blockbench and try it out. Like we would be so incredibly like proud to just see everything that you have built. We would love to see it.
Yeah. It's available on all the platforms, and just, you know, post them on Twitter, post them on wherever you do, and, you know, we'll probably run across some of those, and we love seeing them.
Oh, I can't wait to see what everyone else creates. And I mean, I think that our mobs are definitely ready for the mob vote next year, so we don't even have to work on anything else. These three are perfect. I'm gonna have to talk to the team about that. So we're not professional creators, obviously, by our mobs, even though they're lovely. But Quinn, you get to work with people who, this is their full-time job, making Minecraft content for Marketplace. What is that like?
It's something that I'm just immensely proud of. Like being able to see so many people engage in the marketplace and allow creators to become full-time Minecraft content creators as their careers. I mean, I think it's incredible too, because the marketplace doesn't just support, you know, these huge studios, but we also have really small independent creators that, you know, make just texture packs, or like Shalaquin Schematics, that's just a family on the West Coast that makes their own worlds. And the fact that the marketplace can support all of them and, you know, make it their full-time jobs is something that is just so cool.
There's so much new content that our creators have made that we put together a video with some of our favorites
sigo
from
viendo
this
Twitter,
past
es lo
year.
que hablan ahí sus babosadas. más mapas ahí para pasar el rato, supongo. No sé, yo lo voy a mutear solo por si acaso. Callao. Ahí está. De hecho lo voy a hasta ocultar. Bueno. Permítame, pongo música yo. Ahí está. ¿Tolerable? Pero mientras es lo que avanza el Minecraft Live y todo eso. Yo lo voy a estar viendo aquí de reojito solo para ver qué pasa. Gente hablando. Una especial. Solo música. Y un pedimos. Ya veo.
The results of the first vote are in.
stage for the first time. I still get nervous and excited every single time I'm on this stage, but mostly I feel incredibly honored to be in front of you. I hope what you see and feel from each of us at Mojang Studios amazing community. Okay, now before I get way too even more sappy than I was, let's head over to Boo and hear more about the adorable mobs that you must pick between.
Here we go. It's almost time to vote.
Ojo.
Before we do though,
Ya casi
let's
vamos a
take a
votar.
quick look at your choices once more. We have the Glare, a mob that lets players know when they're in an
Y espero
area
que estén
that's
listos
dark
para
enough
votar
for
porque ya se viene el
monsters. You
voto.
can bring it with you, and it will fly to dark areas. When it gets grumpy, you'll know that it's dark enough for monsters to spawn. Then there's the Allay. If you give it an item, it will collect matching ones for you. It also loves music. So if there's a note block nearby, that's where we'll drop these items for you. And finally, the copper golem. A little golem that you yourself can make out of copper. They oxidize over time and will eventually freeze into statues. They love spending their time randomly pressing copper buttons, which would also be added to the game if the copper golem wins the vote. So those are your choices, and they are all so amazing. How will you choose? Jens gave us a lot to think about, and now you need to decide which mob you think you'd enjoy the most during your time playing Minecraft. Any of them would be useful, but choose your favorite and go vote for it now. Yes, that's right. The poll is now open.
Empieza
Cast your vote.
la votación.
Make sure you're logged into your Twitter account. Go to the Minecraft Twitter account and find the freshly launched poll with all 3 choices. Don't forget to click on the mob you most want to play Minecraft with. You can do it right now.
Vamos.
After the first round of votes, I'll check back in with you so we can open the final round.
Vamos, golem de cobre.
My name is Narrator, and I'm the star of the Minecraft YouTube channel.
Oh no.
And I'm Marilla. I'm the actual star of the Minecraft YouTube channel.
Oh no.
We're here to tell you about all the excellent shows you can watch on our channel. Subscribe tomorrow.
Don't you mean subscribe today?
No. How do you spell Minecraft? What even is Minecraft?
No.
These are just some of the questions you can ask our studio's brightest minds on Ask Mojang.
We've actually received a question for us just now. Do you think making a video game is the easiest thing in the world?
No. Literally no one thinks that.
Well, I did.
Ojo.
Until I started watching this informative series that goes behind the blocks of every part of Minecraft Dungeons development.
Did they show the footage of you tearfully begging to be put in the game?
Maybe in Series 3.
Meet a Minecrafter interviews some of the most incredible members of the Minecraft community.
They asked me to appear on it, but I was too busy being young and cool and attractive and not lying.
Okay.
With so much happening in the world of Minecraft, it can be easy to lose track. I myself only recently learned that blocks have been added to the game.
Subscribe to our channel and you'll be the first to see our announcements, trailers...
Ahí estamos. Pero mientras es lo que regresa ahí el tipo, pongamos música y disfrutemos de la matanza. Pues la cosa está muy clara, el glare va a valer 3 hectáreas. Vamos a ver qué pasa. Pero qué pasa, hijos de la... Ok. Golem de cobre, vamos. Golem de cobre, vamos. Si no, el glare, que es mi segundo favorito, pero más que todo golem de cobre. Por favor, golem de cobre. Me pregunto si a alguien realmente le gustó el glare. El golem de cobre es bastante más popular que el glare. Así que pues... Ojo.
Things to look at that haven't come out yet.
Yes, let's check it out.
Ojo. Un DLC para el Dungeons. Y ese mob parece parece ahí ¿cómo se llama esto? Una medusa. El que estaba ahí viéndolos desde arriba. Ese, el que está a la izquierda de la chava, de pelo blanco. Ah, no, perdón, derecha, no, así izquierda, la verdad. Ojo. Seasonal Adventures. Interesante. Interesante cuanto menos.
Video is so exciting.
Yeah, I love that trailer so much. It has
Pregunta,
so many details.
Tengo esto,
There's
no lo tengo
a lot
activado.
going on
O sea,
in
no
that video and a lot to talk about. But why don't we start with, now the DLC is done? What are seasonal adventures?
Right, yeah. Now that we are over
Ay,
with
estoy
the
enfermo.
story of the Orb of Dominance, we sat together with our friends at Double 11 and we started working on seasonal adventures, which are a new way for the player to progress through the game and increase in ranks, gather points, and hopefully get cool rewards at the end.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
So how long do they last?
Right. Seasonal adventures, although the name is seasonal,
Claramente veo algo.
will be infinite technically.
Okay.
Y la ley está
for,
ganando.
For instance, say we release seasonal
Oh, Dios
adventure
mío.
number 2, you will always be able to go back
Provecho.
to seasonal adventure number 1, gather some rewards there, go back to number 2, gather some rewards
Chale,
there.
yo quería ver el
it's
golem
a bit
ahí
up to you
chiquito.
what you decide to do with it.
That's amazing. So it just lasts forever. You get the new content and you still have the old content.
All the content.
And speaking of content, what are some of these new things that players can unlock?
Right, yeah, we added tons of new rewards that are completely new to the Minecraft universe, some old, some new. We have tons of new pets. We have things like the duck and the fox, and I am so in love with all of them. We have flares, which are new VFX that you can apply to your character, so whenever you drink a potion or you beat an enemy, you get to show off a little bit and get some shininess there. Also, we got in some emotes, which are this little dances or little expressions you can do with your character.
Show off a little.
Yeah, exactly, and have some fun with your friends. Why not, like we see here, having a party. Also, we added tons of new capes because everyone loves capes.
They do.
And tons of new skins, just in case we were missing.
That's a lot of skins.
Yeah, that's a ton of skins. Yes.
Well, now we have a question from a Minecraft creator.
Estoy enfermo.
Hey,
y esto no es
Strawberry17,
bueno.
question. Will there be free content included as a part of seasonal adventures?
The answer is yes. We always try to make sure there's content for everyone, regardless. So for seasonal adventures, there'll always be a free track and a track you can pay for. So there'll be different rewards in each, and you'll be able to get whichever you want at any time. So yeah, we wanted to cater everyone.
That's great. So how do you
Algo que me fijé de que en la pantalla de la votación dice que el golem de cobre no te va a servir para nada más que presionar botones, y eso no es cierto realmente. Cuando se oxide lo puedes usar como estatua. Puedes usarlo para sostener cosas. Ponerle ahí, yo que sé, un bloque en la cabeza y hacer una estatua re bonita. O ponerlo sobre unos bloques y decir, jaja, se chingó al dragón de Len. Ahí él solito. Hay muchas posibilidades, pero nadie está viendo.
not spoken about
No.
yet. So what is the tower?
The tower is another free single-player feature that we've added to camp. So you'll be able to see this gigantic tower in the camp. I love how it turned out. And it is a space with 30 different floors, each floor harder than the one before. And you'll get to fight in arena mobs. You'll get to
Aparte
fight
también se
bosses.
podría hacer un asado
You'll get
argentino ahí
to
el
meet
Magic.
some new tower
Ahí bien
inhabitants.
bonito,
And
bien.
yeah, hopefully explore around
Joya.
and be able to test your skill. So you will start with a completely blank character from the bottom, and you'll be able to find new gear as you progress.
Okay.
So yeah, the floors get more difficult, your character gets stronger, and you can test your skill.
That sounds really fun. So let's take a look at some live gameplay of the tower right now. And for that, we have JP. Hi, JP.
Hello. How do you like my throne?
I think you stole that throne from the Arch-Illager.
I think he stole it from me.
Looking
Speaking
so
of my stuff, let's go loot the tower.
Nice.
So what are we seeing here, Laura?
Right, so we've prepared some special floors to showcase here. So this is an example of a very early floor in the tower. So if you see JP's tower avatar has very little amount of gear. And yeah, you'll be always have the context that you're high up in the tower,
Looks
right?
so cool.
Yeah. We also wanted to make sure that the tower was this whimsical, magical space. So yeah, we have a boat, we have a river, why not? So you'll be able to find a ton of magical spaces and new characters to meet. So yeah, this level is quite easy, as you can see, since it's very early on.
Yeah, JP's doing really well.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and we can see a sneak peek up there in that balcony. That's our tower keeper.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's a character that will guide you through the tower and yeah, will guide you around and ooh.
Wow, JP did really well.
Yeah,
Maybe it was,
he was
a little
so fast.
too easy.
Yeah.
So each of these levels generates itself, but you can come back for up to 2 weeks and replay the same thing.
Right, yeah, our tower runs will be seeded and they will change every 2 weeks, meaning that for 2 weeks you'll be able to learn what happens in every floor. So say I reach floor 5 and I get defeated at floor 5. So then next time around, I'll remember, I should have chosen a different weapon and then I bet I could have done it. So yeah, you can share those tips with your friends and you can learn together how to go through the tower.
Yeah, practice and get better.
Exactly.
All right, let's give JP a real challenge now.
Right.
We're going to go up the tower to a much higher floor.
Right.
You ready, JP?
Let's do it.
Right, so here we've prepared a sample of what a harder floor could look like. So we try to add new exciting combinations of mobs that we've never had before. So JP is right now fighting jungle mobs, but there'll be ice mob together with them, and there'll be some new mobs. Here you can see some tower raids that spawn fire in different new combinations. We also will have tower guards, which are extremely bulky. We even have a guest in the mix, and JP is getting sniped by it.
Ganó la ley y después está en segundo lugar el golem de cobre.
We're getting tons of new combinations and new ways to experience the game and defeat mobs and find strategies.
The gas looks really difficult.
Yes, yes it is.
JP's not doing so good right now.
No.
Let's see. Oh, JP, that was a valiant attempt.
Yes.
Really, really good.
That was so good.
So, you've talked about so many new things, but when will people get to see them?
Right. We'll get to see them. Hopefully everyone will get to play in December.
December.
So very, very soon.
That is very soon. Thank you so much, Laura, for coming by. This is all very exciting.
Thank you for having me.
Let's take one last look at some gameplay from the tower.
Chale, le están echando miércoles ahí al pobre Glare y también al Copper Golem, al Golem de cobre, joder, que no se me queda el nombre.
Once again, our friends at Element Animation have made us something to enjoy and perhaps even sing along to, all while taking us through everything you can do right now from Caves and Cliffs Part 1. Try not to get this one stuck in your head all week. I only say this because it's been stuck in mine.
A ver.
Hey, you two! Have you discovered all the features in part 1 of the Caves and Cliffs update?
Well, there's brand new colored candles and the lichen makes rocks glow. You'll find some amethyst if you look inside a geode. The buds grow into clusters, then you get shards when they're mined.
Ojo.
These are just a few of all the things there are to find, like jump across some drift leaves, make your house from these. Spending too much time in powder snow will make you freeze. You can mine raw copper, smelt some ingots into blocks. A lightning rod and thunderstorms will stop you getting shocked. Copper oxidizes, but to stop it, make it wax. Craft your raw ores into raw blocks if you've got too many stacks.
Ojo.
You can find axolotls in the water underground.
El ajolote.
Put them in your bucket, you can carry them around. There's glow squids way down here, they fill their caves with light. Make a sign using their ink, make the glow frame super bright. There's dripstone blocks and deep slate versions of the ores. There's so many things here to explore, there's so much more.
De verdad, porque estoy enfermo. Oh, se murió Steve.
Well, it's been quite the turnout for our first round of mob voting. You have made your decision, and now one mob must go. We have the Glare, the Allay, and the Copper Golem. But you, the community, have spoken, and now one mob must leave the race. And that mob is the Glare. So that still leaves 2 amazing mobs to choose from. Which
Yo
one do
quiero
you
el
want?
Copper
Will it be
Golem.
Allay
El
or the Copper
Golem de
Golem? How do you
cobre.
see
Al
yourself
Golem.
playing and interacting with them in the future? Which one will make
Al
your
Cobre.
game life easier or more fun? Or
Eh.
like the Year of the Phantom, way more terrifying? Don't worry about what anyone else wants. This is all about you and how you want to play Minecraft. But make your decision quickly because it's time to vote again.
Ojo.
There's a brand new poll just posted to the Minecraft Twitter account with only these
Copper Golem.
2 mob finalists to choose from. Make sure you're
Y
logged onto
ahora
Twitter
a mi
and
cuenta
click the
principal.
mob that you just can't wait to spend your days and nights with in the game. Your
Copper Golem.
vote really counts, so don't miss out on your chance to change Minecraft. I know who I'm going to vote for, and I think I can see Jens voting right now. Okay, so I know this will come as a surprise to pretty much all of you, but I definitely didn't love everything about school. Maybe that would have been different if I had Minecraft in my classes. Minecraft Education Edition is available for schools, homeschools, and after-school programs. You can explore awesome education content in Minecraft Marketplace. Learn about everything from sustainability to ancient worlds, even how to speak new languages, all in Minecraft. The coolest part is seeing how with Minecraft, the students often become the teachers. When I tried
Vamos,
becoming the
Copper
teacher in my
Golem.
5th grade science
Ah.
class, well, let's just say it wasn't appreciated. But anyway, let's take a look at how Minecraft is being used in classrooms around the world by kids who didn't get in trouble just for telling everyone
Oh,
that
no.
homework was canceled.
Oh no. Oh no.
Young people all over the world are using Minecraft to explore issues that matter like social justice, climate change, and indigenous rights.
We have different classes such as Braille and Sign Language. We reached out to one of our teachers who learned Braille and she taught us a thing or two.
Take a look at what these girls built, a school of the future. They thought about clean energy and inclusive design.
An interesting fact about our building is that we use
Yo
coding
quiero
to
el
build the
Copper
playground.
Golem.
It was very fun to make.
Students in India and Malaysia translated ancient myths into Minecraft worlds.
Under the guidance of my educator Kamal Ma'am, I would like to present to you an indigenous tale, Chiri and Ka, from
Esperemos
Punjab,
que gane
the
el
land
Copper
of five
Golem.
rivers.
In Canada, Australia, and New Zealand, classrooms are using Minecraft to explore indigenous cultures.
No!
And they're not just building blocks, they're building super useful skills. Games like Minecraft prepare you for the future, teaching us how to work together, solve problems, and even write code.
Normally in school, it's like, here's this, do this, off you go. But now it's like, blank schedule. Minecraft, yes please.
This summer, students imagined a greener New York City in an epic citywide esports battle.
I don't know about you, but I wish I had this in school. I think I would have been all over this.
Absolutely.
Kids in Wales designed more sustainable rugby stadiums. Teams of students built turtle habitats and wind farms. And in Slovakia, young people imagined a bee sanctuary in Minecraft.
During this build, I learned that bees do this thing called swarming.
We can live more sustainably, we can treat one another better. And can we all agree that learning should always be fun? Let's build a better world together.
Game on!
¡Por el golem!
Now it's the big moment. Let's talk to Agnes about the next update. Welcome back, Agnes.
Thank you.
How's the show felt for you?
Super good. Like, I think it's a really fun show, and also showing so many exciting things.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm feeling quite nostalgic since this is number 10, and I have to say, I was the 7th employee, the first woman on the team, and when I see you leading Minecraft, I just feel so excited about where we're going.
Thank you. That was very sweet of you. And of course, we managed that lead it together. But I'm like the creative lead, and I'm super happy about that. But it feels quite surreal because I also used to be a Minecraft player and love this game, and it's I'm very happy and lucky to be here.
Yes, I think we all feel that way, and it's so cool having so many people on the team who play and love it and care about it, and like we all feel like. I mean, we are part of the community too.
Yes, we definitely are.
And now, Agnes, you are going to reveal to us what the next update is.
Yes.
Okay.
So the update is called the Wild Update.
The Wild Update sounds very, very intriguing. So what does it encompass?
So the word wild mainly means like two things for us. So the first thing is like beautiful nature. And the second thing is like really scary challenges and adventures.
Oh, that sounds awesome. And so what we're going to do is we're going to have some of our gameplay designers come and tell us more about specific things about the Wild Update because there's these different parts to it. And we have the first one here, which is our Deep Dark expert, Brandon.
Hello.
Hi, Brandon. Welcome. Thank you. So we've moved the Deep Dark into this update. Can you talk to us more about why?
10% casi.
Yes, I mean, one of the biggest things about the Deep Dark and the Warden and the Skulk is that it's just expanded, it's gotten bigger, and we really wanted to make sure that we did this right and that we didn't just rush it. That includes even unique loot inside the Deep Dark as well. And yeah, we also want to make sure that let's actually look at some of the new things that we have in it right now, which is the ancient cities.
That's awesome. I can't wait. Oh, wow.
Vamos a ver qué pasa. Pero qué pasa. Ojo. Nueva estructura. Eso está buenísimo. Y estaría mejor con el golem de cobre. ¿O no? ¿O no? Aquí es donde aparece ese mob. Estoy viendo. Aquí es donde aparece ese mob oscuro, hostil, que vive en las profundidades.
Wow, like both beautiful and terrifying at the same time. Like I have so many emotions when I look at that deep dark biome.
Yes, I mean, we really didn't want the deep dark biome to just be, caves or just skulks spread around. We wanted it to add a bit more mystery to it. And there's this ancient city, and what is it doing there? We're not going to tell the players. We're just going to let them go throughout and explore and see what they come to. And there's even this like ancient structure in the middle of every single city, and it's got something interesting about it that you're going to have to explore in game.
It's really cool. It feels like a place you want to explore.
Yes, I love that it really deepens the mystery of Minecraft. Like Minecraft is all about player stories, and Deep Dark definitely inspires the storytelling, I think.
That's so cool. And so last year you showed us the Skulk sensor, but I know you've been working on it. A little Skulk family? It's a Skulk family? Maybe they're not so cute.
So friendly. Yeah, last year we focused a lot on the Skulk sensor, but since then we've kind of been trying to figure out what do all the different blocks in the Skulk family do. And one of them actually is something called a Skulk catalyst. And the main thing about the Skulk catalyst is it's actually what causes the Skulk to spread. As you can see here, whenever a mob dies, such as a zombie, near the Skulk catalyst, it actually spreads underneath it. And the amount is based on how much XP that zombie would have dropped.
Wow. So, the Deep Dark, it's kind of overgrown with all the Skulk blocks, so that means that lots of mobs must have died there?
Quite a lot, yes.
Oh, and as you can see here, when you mine some of the Skulk blocks, you actually get enchanting points.
Yes, and of course, if you still want to get some of the blocks for decoration or something, you can just use a Silk Touch.
We have the Skulk Shrieker. So when this block is activated, it's gonna give that really scary shriek sound that you heard now, and it also gives this darkness effect. So it's like pulsating darkness.
Parece que perdimos.
You can even see now when you're sneaking and you step on a Skulk sensor, even sneaking it will activate.
Wow, okay, definitely not a friendly family.
No.
And I will say to our younger viewers, in a minute we're gonna show you a clip that's a little scarier. But I mean, Brandon, those have so many things that players can do with them. Like, what do you imagine them doing?
I think the Skulk Catalyst is going to be really interesting because, when you could create a mob farm with through the tech community. Usually when a mob dies, it doesn't drop XP unless you, the player, actually kills it. So with this, you might be able to create some sort of XP farm.
Ooh.
There's lots of opportunities.
And you can build experiences for other players. Like imagine building a haunted mansion or a really dark forest, and then you have the shriekers.
Terrifying.
So then, when players out walking and then they activate the shriek and hear
That's amazing. Or you do that all around your world, and just whenever anyone's visiting
I'm not going to visit your world.
Shriekers are just shrieking. We have a community question for you.
Hi, it's Jintum from Germany, and my question is, what was the inspiration behind the Shrieker?
Yeah, I mean, that's an interesting question. From the art side, we actually had the inspiration behind the human larynx, which is like the vocal cord or vocal structure or something, just something that represents kind of creating sounds. And from the gameplay perspective, we wanted to make sure that, first of all, the warden spawns in a unique way, and also in a way that you can avoid it. So usually you can kind of sneak around, and as long as you don't activate the Skulk Shriekers, then the warden won't come. But if you do make too many noises and the Skulk Shrieker activates too many times, the warden will come.
I'm kind of back to thinking that the Skulk family is very adorable and sweet after seeing that. Wow. Yes. There is a lot there, Brandon.
Definitely a lot to unpack. I mean, the first thing is that the warden actually emerges underground. So that means that wardens are kind of in the deep dark, in the walls, under the floor. And it also has developed a sense of smell. So, of course, you can sneak around and try to be, quiet and not to get detected. But unfortunately, the warden's still going to be able to sniff you out and find where you are. And if it sniffs you while you're really close by, then it's going to start noticing you.
Wait, so basically the warden is like, smell that? It's happening. And just like going for the
Pretty
players?
much, yes. It's not going to be fun for you.
No, and I love that we're adding that sneaking gameplay, because we haven't really had that before. So, you are in the deep dark, everything's super dark, and you're sneaking, trying to find the treasures, trying to avoid the warden. I think it's something really
Industrial society.
Really, really cool. I mean, I think you have definitely upped the terrifying level, Brandon. And I just love how much you've expanded the deep dark to feel it's so immersive.
Yes, definitely.
It's really amazing. Thank you so much for joining us and scaring us half to death.
No worries. That's my job.
He's our expert. Like, if you want to do something scary, it's like, Brandon.
Thanks, Brandon.
Thank you so much, Brandon.
So, Agnes, the deep dark is one part, this sort of very adventurous side of the Wild update, which the name is starting to really become clear after talking to Brandon. And then the other part you said is really this more of that beauty and, the atmosphere of Minecraft.
Yes, so we want to celebrate the wilderness.
Hasta Polo le sabe el encanto al
One thing we want to
Copper
focus on
Golem.
is immersion.
Ahí
So when you
casi
play
cierro
Minecraft, you really want you to feel that you're inside the Minecraft world. Actually, like we are now. It's so beautiful. And we also want to focus or have focused on biome diversity.
Chales.
So we want to find a unique identity for different biomes. For example, the birch forest, as you can see in this beautiful concept art. So in the birch forest, we want it to be light and peaceful, and the sun reaches the ground, the trees are taller, and the flowers, things like that.
It's really beautiful. It looks very Swedish in the birch forest.
That's true. That's actually very Swedish forest. Yeah.
It's gorgeous. And then you want to add more atmosphere to the different biomes, but there's one biome that you want. I mean, I would say you're giving it quite an overhaul. It's getting a lot more in the wild.
Yes, that's true. And that's the swamp. Oh, our art team is just so amazing. It's such a beautiful concept art. And as you can see here, the atmosphere is really different from the birch forest as well.
It really is. It's amazing. So
me la trae floja, me la suda, me la trae al fresco, me la pela, me la trae floja, me la suda, importa un comino, me importa un pimiento, me importa un huevo, me importa un rábano o me importa un pepino. Me la trae floja.
Yeah, it's very
chales.
So you're going to tell us about all of there's a lot of exciting things coming to the swamp. So what are we getting?
Yes, there are a lot of awesome things coming. The first of which is the boat with the chest in it.
It's so useful.
And relaxing.
Yes, and especially now, in Caves and Cliffs Part 2, we have even wider rivers, so it's easier to travel on water, so it's going to be extra useful.
Yeah, and in the aquifers as well.
Yes, so when you go rafting in the caves, you can put your diamonds in the chest in your boat. Oh,
it's really amazing. And you've been working on what I think now will be my favorite tree in Minecraft.
Yes, we are adding the mangrove tree to Minecraft. So as you can see here, this is a propagule, and propagules grow from mangrove trees. They're actually ready to grow mini mangroves growing from the mangrove. And you can see here, the mangrove tree grows propped up on root blocks. It has vines hanging down from the leaves. The propagules are actually growing underneath the leaves. They actually grow from the leaves themselves. And I really like how the propagules are looking here. And okay, I'm just gonna nerd out on propagules for a minute. Okay, so in real life, the propagules grow, like I said, from the mangrove tree. And then when they fall into the water or like let's say they fall into water, they could float for up to a year before they plant themselves in the like water underneath the water or on land, wherever they happen to land. And mangrove trees
Chale, ya no
themselves
quiero nada,
are
muchachos.
actually amazing for like local ecosystems,
Aunque bueno, una
fighting
taza de
climate
café sí me
change,
vendría
local
bien.
communities. They're just super trees, and I'm really, really excited that we're
Así
adding
que
them to
pues,
Minecraft.
un momento ir a buscar una taza de café. No, no la multi. he vuelto solo para decir que mejor ya lo termino. Llevamos aquí casi que 2 horas. Igual no ganó el Copper Golem, así que pues XD. Y gracias por ver, supongo.